Hi, I'm Chetta, and today I'm going to be showing you how I prepared my chicken Giadiniera skillet and my veggie Giadiniera skillet. So I used boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I put them in a Ziploc bag, or you can put them in a sealed container, and pour my seasonings in. I'll have all the seasonings listed in the description below. Make sure they're fully coated. To make sure they're marinated thoroughly, you can leave them in the refrigerator for up to 2 hours or overnight. And then I have my garlic. I mince it up. It would be a lot easier to use a mincer, but I like to be hands-on with the ingredients. So I like to chop it fine, and then take a red onion and make slices. And I'm just showing all the ingredients. I'm going to get my bell pepper. I did red and green. Again, we just want to make hearty slices of vegetables this time around. We don't want them too small because they're going to be baking in the oven. And we have fresh mozzarella. I like to cut big chunks so that I can place them on top. I like the way they melt evenly across the dish. So I have my skillet preheated and adding my olive oil, and I am going to cook my chicken thighs thoroughly. And watch the heat on that because they will stick. Make sure you flip them when you have the nice color you want on one side. Once I get them the color and they're fully cooked, I take them out and place them in a bowl to the side. Yes, the bowl and the tongs have been washed. It's not the same dirty bowl and utensil. And now I'm going to go ahead and put my garlic and onion, and it's going to pick up all that flavoring. And I'm going to throw in spinach and let that cook down. Then add my bell pepper. Squeeze a little lemon and some cherry tomatoes as well. And place my chicken back inside all of that veggie goodness. Now I'm going to grab my mozzarella and place it on top of each chicken thigh, or you can place it throughout. I know some people love cheese and some people are not a big fan of cheese, so it's really up to your discretion. And I throw a little fresh basil on top and the hot Gardiniera. Now you can also get mild, but my husband loves spicy food, so I was able to throw the hot. This is a Chicago staple, Gardiniera. Some people don't even know how to pronounce it, but trust me when I tell you it makes everything tasty. Now I'm moving on to my veggie. I have my cauliflower and I'm just making big slices. And I have my eggplant. So I'm going to use my cauliflower and eggplant as the main ingredient for this dish. Unlike the chicken, I don't have to marinate it overnight, but you can if you would want to. And I'm just going to cut that eggplant in half and make nice big chunks and throw them both in there together. Get every drop. And I'm going to pour my olive oil onto my veggie. Unlike chicken, it doesn't produce its own fat, so make sure you add some oil to whatever vegetable you want to cook before you add the seasoning so that it can stick. And again, toss it around, shake it up. If you would like, you can leave it in the refrigerator for a couple hours or overnight if you really want to get nice flavor. But I just throw it on top, and same thing with the onion and bell pepper, chop it up. Preheat the skillet, throw the oil in there, be generous with the oil. Make sure you don't have it too hot like I did. It was a little out of control, so I had to turn the heat down. Throw my onion and garlic in again, and I just dump all the veggies in as well, because it's all healthy, so it doesn't have to be pre-cooked and risk salmonella because it's all vegetables, unlike the chicken. I throw in my spinach as well, and my bell peppers. Now what I'm doing now is placing the larger pieces of eggplant on top, and I'm going to add a little bit of hot giardiniera. I'm not a big fan of spicy, but I can take a little heat when I have to. And I'm going to also add all the spice ingredients that I added to those vegetables. And I'm going to put a few slices of mozzarella on top. If you don't want to use mozzarella, you can also use vegan cheese. It does the same thing. And pop it into the oven for about 25 minutes at 375. And this is the chicken. Ta-da! Beautiful color. I love all the colors, and you still have a little bit of firmness from the vegetables. And now I'm taking out the vegetarian version of that dish. The eggplant and the cauliflower are the star in this one, and when I tell you it was delicious, it was delicious. I loved it. So there's the chicken. So pretty. And because you already have the vegetables mixed in with it, you don't have to make a side. If you want to, you can do a risotto or rice or quinoa. I wouldn't do a heavy starch with that, because that chicken and those vegetables are the star. And I'm gonna garnish with more fresh basil going across the top. Now I'm going to plate my vegetarian version of that. I'm going to grab my spoon and tongs, because this one is a bit more intricate in ingredients, but tastes all the same of deliciousness when I tell you. Eggplant, cauliflower, giardiniera, and onion and bell pepper. And the color is still very beautiful. Also with the vegetarian dish, if you don't want to put it in the oven and still get the same result, you can cook it all on top of the stove and grab a few pieces and pop it in the air fryer so that you can melt your cheese on top if you would like. And voila, we're all done. I hope you try this and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.